Lovin for the masses. Behind the scenes as H&M unleashes its latest fashion frenzy.
We need these jolts of fantasy, of fun, just to remind us, come on, we're not all dead yet.
Psychics, saints, and flirting with danger. On location with model-turned-top fashion photographer Elle Miliarchik.
What I love about Elle, both in life and as an artist, is that she's fearless.
Plus, tornado chasing. An up-and-coming designer tracks twisters in the name of fashion. Bestsellers. A look at the outfits designers couldn't keep on their shelves. And Pierre Cardin, an exclusive interview with the man who forever changed the face of fashion.
I follow my own style.
What do you get when you take a designer with worldwide recognition at the helm of one of the most luxurious labels and offer up his designs at mass market prices? Well, if you're Albert Albaz, the House of Lanvin, and H&M, you get something pretty close to pure fashion hysteria. Combining forces with the likes of Karl Lagerfeld, Stella McCartney, Roberto Cavalli, Victor and Rolf, and Sonia Rykiel. Swedish retailer H&M has never had a hard time attracting attention for its high-end designer collaborations, often selling out its collections in days, not hours. Anticipation was even greater than usual for H&M's recent collaboration with Albert Albaz and the House of Lanvin, with 15-hour lineups in near freezing temperatures in some cities. In New York, fashion fans went to extreme lengths for the chance to buy pieces from the collection. The marketing campaign, which included a high-end film, was capped with a spectacular runway show, attended by media and celebrities from around the world.
I think it's cool because it makes his stuff accessible to a whole crowd of young people that wouldn't normally be able to afford it or even see it in person.
Albert, I just love what he does. I'm a huge fan of his Lanvin collection, and I can't wait to see what he did for H&M.
I try to be very true to our DNA, to our world. I thought it was an exercise to see if we can translate our dream to a bigger audience.
Paris swing, 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 quand Paris jazz. Mais Paris jazz, quand Paris swing.
Right now, Albert Albaz at Lanvin is probably the hottest label. That show just put me in such a good mood.
Immediately after the show, the entire collection was up for sale for those in attendance at a VIP shopping event.
Quand Jazz est remonté de la cave au salon, il a payé sa chaleur à chanson de la gloire. Mais pas très important, mais il fallait que je vous dise, il y a ceux qui aiment jaser, mais qui nous laissent swinguer. Mais Paris swing, 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 Paris jazz. Mais Paris jazz, quand Paris swing.
This is the kind of event I think society and life needs at the moment. We need injections of happiness, just to remind us, come on, we're not all dead yet.
Car Paris jazz, quand Paris swing. Car Paris jazz, quand Paris swing.
Tornado chasing with Kalin. An up-and-coming designer tracks twisters in the name of fashion. Bestsellers. A look at the outfits designers couldn't keep on their shelves. On location with model-turned-top fashion photographer Elle Miliarchik. and an exclusive interview with Pierre Cardin, the man who forever changed the face of fashion.
People don't like to speak money. But me, I have the courage to speak money.
Fashion is at your fingertips. The latest in design is a click away. Keep up to date and never miss an episode. Get your favorite episodes and more. Available on iTunes. Fashion Television.
Some designers will go to any length to find inspiration for their collections. We recently met up with 26-year-old Caitlin Thorncoat, a young designer from Toronto, who found inspiration for her latest collection while traveling across 6 states, including Kansas, Missouri, and Montana, in high winds and hailstorms, putting herself in danger to get close to blisters.
Caroline, where are we looking for a possible funnel?
The story for this season is an interesting one. It started with tornado chasing.
How did you get that for a winner?
I'm good with that question. Is it staying over open country?
Wow. I went tornado chasing with my 2 older brothers and my boyfriend. You're sitting in the van and windows are shaking and it sounds like, you know, a herd of something coming in the window. So it's nerve-wracking. Basically, I came out of it with some really beautiful pictures. Just the colors and the tones that came out of it, and the textures were amazing.
The business of fashion can be a whirlwind itself, especially for a young designer who's just starting out.
It's not going to get easier starting a business and jumping into something that, you know, you're new to. It's terrifying. I figured I'm in the right place and it's the right time for me, so I'm going to give it a shot.
He's just an extraordinary man with an incredible life and career. He's a visionary, an innovator, an inventor.
Pierre Cardin has been recognized as one of the most influential designers of all time. A groundbreaker in the industry, he saw the future of fashion and correctly predicted what was to come. Today, at 88 years of age, Cardin is still working as a designer, and we recently caught up with the legendary creator who told us that if he had to do it all over again, he wouldn't do anything differently. You wouldn't do anything differently?
No, I don't want to say nothing. My life was so fantastic during all my life, and I'd like to start again, but it was my best pleasure if I come, if I can.
Born in Italy in 1922 as Pietro Cardini, the young designer moved to Vichy, France from Paris as a teenager following World War II. After briefly studying architecture, he joined the House of Paquin in 1945. 2 years later, he became the assistant designer at the House of Christian Dior. Dior later credited him for helping create the new look in 1947. Cardin eventually left the house in 1950 and founded his own label where he began designing haute couture. He also recognized the need for less expensive designer clothing and began creating ready-to-wear collections.
It was my conception, fashion must be for every people, and not so expensive than haute couture. Haute couture must to live because they are creativity, but the creativity is a function of for the ready-to-wear.
Cardin's skills as a designer really started to get noticed in the 1960s when he introduced radically experimental and futuristic designs. These unique creations not only turned heads, but also influenced an entire generation of young designers.
What he teach me, it's after all like great freedom in the creativity. It means that with him everything was possible, you know.
Amongst his many revolutions, Cardin was the first designer to open up markets in Japan and China. He was also the first to license his name, not only becoming one of the world's best-known designers, but one of the wealthiest. With a global empire that includes over 800 licensed product lines, including a chain of the famous Maxine's restaurants, Cardin is said to have accumulated a personal fortune in the range of $400 million.
Always is money in life. Never forget.
Did the money
People don't like to speak money. But me, I have the courage to speak money.
In 2001, Cardin purchased the ruins of a castle in the small French town of Lacoste, which once belonged to the Marquis de Sade. Cardin restored part of the castle and turned it into a concert space. We got the chance to visit this historic site and took a tour led by Mr. Cardin himself.
Please go inside.
Will you take me? I only want to go with you into the cave.
Oh, you know, it's an extraordinary place here.
What was this originally?
It was a stone for the stone to build the house, you know. It's a very big place, you know.
What a space. And, oh, this is
it's
fantastic.
magic, you know.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's really magic.
Oh, to have these dreams, that's what I'm so inspired by. The fact that
you still something in that.
Yeah, I think you've done a couple of things.
That is my way.
Cardin recently marked his 50th anniversary as designer, and in celebration of his great accomplishment, he returned to New York City for the first time in over a decade to stage a runway show. We got an exclusive interview with him in Paris days before the big event, where he spoke about his love of fashion and how he sees the fashion business today. You still love the business, and you still
every day I am in my room, my studio, every day, the Sunday too. My best day is Sunday, because there are clothes, there are no people around me. I can work very easily because I work very easily. And it's my holiday, the Sunday, because I'm alone in my house. I live here for 60 years. I have my own personality in fashion, same painter, sculptor, writer, musician, you know. I try to follow my own personality, not change my fashion every week or every 6 months or every year. No, I follow my own style.
Several hundred designers send thousands of looks down the runways of New York, London, Milan, and Paris. So the big question is, what were the best-selling looks for fall 2010? Funny enough, this is not information that the fashion industry easily dishes out, but of the designers who responded to our poll, these were the most ordered looks for fall and winter 2010.
Let's go out, let's have some fun. You seem like a good girl, maybe you're the one for me.
bad. And ooh, it feels so good to want you bad.
You look so nice. Blue eyes, black